Hello. We're going to work on the comprehension strategy called retelling today. And we are going to use a rope to help us retell the story. When retelling a story, it's important to know about the characters, the setting, and then we have to know what happens first, second, middle, and last, and what happens at the end, okay? So we're going to have a rope, and it's going to have 8 knots on it. And we're going to tell who the characters are for the first rope, the setting for the second rope knot, the problem for the third knot, and then for the next 4 knots we're going to have first, second, next, and last, an event, and then the very last thing is the ending. So we're going to use a rope to help us remember what we need to talk about. So today we're going to read the book called Mother Bruce. Bruce was a bear who lived all by himself. He was a grump. He did not like sunny days. He did not like rain. He did not like cute little animals. One day, Bruce came across a recipe for hard-boiled goose eggs drizzled with honey salmon sauce. So he went out to get the ingredients. First, he caught a few salmon. Then he collected honey from a local beehive. He liked to support local businesses, you see. Last, he went to Mrs. Goose's nest to pay her a visit. Are these free-range organic? At home, Bruce prepared the eggs for hard boiling. But the fire in his stove fizzled, so he went out to get more wood. When Bruce came back, he was met with an unwelcome surprise. Uh-oh. Mama, Mama, Mama! Bruce became the victim of mistaken identity. Bruce wanted hard-boiled eggs, not goslings. He supposed he could settle for buttered goslings on toast, but for some reason, he lost his appetite. I know I couldn't eat those cute little things. Bruce scooped up the little geese and stomped back to their nest. I will have to ask Miss Goose about her return policy. Only to find Mrs. Goose had flown south for the winter. Be back in April, Mother Goose. Bruce left the goslings there anyway and went back home. Mama, Mama! But he was followed. Bruce was very stern and said things like, Go away, and I'm not your mother, and also, I liked you better when you were eggs. He's not being very nice, is he? Roar! Bruce could take it no longer and became extra grumpy with them. It didn't work. Goslings always follow their mother, even if she is a he and he is a bear. Mama! Followed him up the tree. Mama! They're trying to walk just like him. Bruce was stuck with them. He tried to make the best of it. He got his floaties on. He's going swimming with them. It was hard work. Ooh, those goslings are messy. He's got them in the baby carrier. Blech, whoa, yuck. They don't like anything. He made them for dinner. As the seasons passed, Bruce watched the pesky goslings grow older. Annoying baby geese, stubborn teenage geese, boring adult geese. Then one fall afternoon, he saw other goose families flying south. Finally, he'd be rid of these geese, and he could take a long winter's nap. Bruce explained migration. He's trying to teach them how to fly south for the winter. But they didn't listen. They just got some winter coats. Bruce needed the geese to leave, so he got creative. Slingshot! nothing worked. The geese would not leave Bruce. They loved him. So Bruce decided to pack some bags and take his geese into town. They boarded a bus. And migrated to Miami. Now every winter, Bruce and his geese head south together. They laze about at the beach in tacky shirts, sipping ice-cold lemonade, while Bruce dreams of new recipes that don't hatch. Uh-oh, watch this. The goose is just sipping his drink when Mama. Okay, so now we're going to go back and we're going to use the rope. And we are going to identify each part of the rope so we can retell our story. So first we tell about the characters. Okay, so I'm going to model it for you this time. So the characters were Bruce, the ducklings, and Mrs. Goose. And it happened at Bruce's house or around Bruce's house. The problem was that Bruce wanted something to eat. So he went and got some eggs, but the eggs ended up hatching. So, event 1, he took the goslings back to their house, but their mom had already left. Event 2, he tried to take care of the geese, but it was hard work. Event 3, he tried to teach the geese to fly and migrate south. Event 4, he decided to take the geese south himself. And the ending, now Bruce and his geese migrate south every winter. And that solves the problem. And then we have our rope connected. So it's very important when retelling a story that you don't tell every single detail, because we just want to tell just enough to retell the story. We don't want to tell the story, we just want to retell it in little chunks. So the story was about Bruce, some goslings, and Mrs. Goose. The story was around Bruce's house. The ducklings thought Bruce was their mother. So he took the goslings back to their house, but their mom had flown south for the winter already. He tried to take care of the geese, but it was hard work. He tried to teach the geese to fly and migrate south. He decided he's just going to take them south instead. And now Bruce and the geese migrate south every winter.